welcome back. This is the first ever Baby Takes first reactions, I think is what we're going to call it. So, obviously, we're both Nebraska fans. We sadly watched the game on Saturday. Not a very good way to start. So, here's our initial reactions. We're going to start off with good things, then we're going to do bad things, then we're going to do really bad things, and then we're going to do three of our takeaways. And then that'll be the video. But Zach's going to start off, obviously, with his sponsor, as you can see behind him.
Yeah, start off with the one and only Bucked Up. Just ordered some pre-workout from them. Just ordered a shaker bottle that says Guns, God, and Gains. Love their motto. So we got our free sample. Link still in the bio. And then Baby One for 20% off any order. And yeah, great company. Go hit them up.
All right, so with the Nebraska game, obviously it was a game we both wanted to see win, and I feel like a game we should have easily won. It felt way worse than an 8-point game. Obviously, it felt like they were completely dominating us. But one of my big good things, my first good thing, we're each going to have three good things, three bad things, and three total takeaways. Okay. My first of my three good things is Adrian Martinez looked pretty good. He missed a few guys, but I think in general he had a really good game. And their coach said when they were going over the film, he said the only guy that can beat us is number 2, which is Adrian Martinez. So they built their whole game plan around Adrian Martinez and trying to stop him. And they did a really good job in the first half. But then he came out in the second half and looked really good. He led the team in rushing, but that's a little iffy because he did have a 75-yard run, so that's going to add a lot of those yards. But what's your first big thing that you were really excited about?
The defense looked spectacular. I think, we gave up 30, but I think the offense beat us on most of those 30.
Yeah.
D-line was getting in the backfield, hitting the quarterback. Obviously not what we like to see, but took out the starter. It's not our goal or anything, but it just means we're in there.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely causing some problems back there. The secondary wasn't terrible. The only screw up on the defense was Cam Taylor-Britt on that punt return. Didn't like to see that, but it is what it is. I think the defense looked good.
Yeah, our defense was my second really good thing at times. I think our defense played as well as they could have. It's tough when Illinois gets the ball past the 50-yard line every single time. But I got the stats pulled up right here. Nick Heinrich led the team in tackles with 11. 2 D tackles played really well. Darian Daniels. Garrett Nelson, outside linebacker, played really good, had half a sack, 6 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss. My big surprise was Darius Payne, big number 0 out there. He had 2 sacks in the first half. Didn't record.
Did he also have the forced fumble?
Fumbles. I'm not seeing it. But I think it was him. Yeah, I think he did. Cam Taylor-Britt, obviously, he had a pick, but it was called back for roughing the passer. I didn't agree with that call, but I don't think it would have changed the game that much. It would have changed it a lot because I think they went down and scored. But I think our defense looked really good. One thing I was a little confused about was I didn't hear JoJo Doman's name a lot, but I'm not too concerned about that. He's really good. So I think our defense, especially our D-line, looked really good. So what's your second thing?
I was just going to touch again on Adrian Martinez was, there, but just costly mistakes. Like, it's different, the fumble, obviously, that's a costly mistake.
Yeah.
Missing a guy in the end zone, costly
Well, hold on.
mistakes.
We're talking about good things. We're talking about good things right now.
Okay. Well, I think yes, he looked good,
He looked good,
but
I think, in general.
yeah, since you already talked about that, I'm also gonna say the running back out of USC didn't
Step,
didn't do
Marquis
anything
Step.
amazing, but ran hard, and we've needed that for a lot of years. Someone that'll
That's what he
actually
does. Yeah.
run hard. I don't care if you break off runs, but just run hard, run with a purpose.
Yeah. My third and final thing I'm really excited about is it looks like we got some legit receivers, actually. Um, for a while now, we've been lacking in the receiver category, but our leading receiver, I have honestly never heard of, Oliver Martin. He's a junior. He had 6 receptions, 103 yards. He's number 89. He had a few huge catches for us, like 4th and 17. Adrian Martinez just throws it up. The guy makes a jumping catch. Another player that looked really good was our transfer from Montana, Samari Torre. Um, he's a big guy that can go up and get the ball. He only caught 3 balls, but he had 37 receiving yards. Marquis Step obviously had that big reception. Omar Manning finally came in and played, had 2 receptions. Austin Allen looked good. And then our little slot receiver, Wyatt Lure, I think he had the first catch of the game, but it's looking like we have some actual pieces at receiver that we can actually do some things with. So I'm excited about that.
So my third and final thing I'm excited about is the fact we didn't quit when we were down 30-9. Came back, made an 8-point game, had a chance to go back. I mean, there's multiple times where we could, this goes differently. We win the game. And so the fact that we can, still fight in it, I think that's when Adrian Martinez looked his best, is when we were down 30-9, and he could just go out there and play with no worries and just sling it.
That's what
what I feel like he played his best.
That's what he needs to do. Like for the past few years, for the past 2 years, since his freshman year, it seems like he's nervous and he's just like tight and not taking any chances. I think we were third to last year in the FBS with 40-yard pass plays. I think we only had like two or three of them. Like that's insane. But you saw in this game, starting out, he was kind of just like missing guys. He missed a guy in the end zone, which was really bad. But then he was just missing guys and throwing short. Then in the second half, you saw him start taking those deep shots. Like I mentioned before, that 4th and 17, he just threw it up. And I think you need to take some risks. Obviously, it's different because you're down 30-9, but you just saw him playing loose. And even on that 75-yard run, you saw him just take off. Like he didn't hesitate. But yeah, so we're gonna move into the bad things, and I'm gonna start it off. It hurts me to say this because I love the guy, but Scott Frost in his press conference, I think the first thing he said was when they came out in the defense that they did, half of our game plan went out the window, and he blamed some of the mistakes on that, and that is horrible because Nebraska is wanting to be a big time program again. You have to have a coach that can make adjustments throughout the game. And if Scott Frost just admitted that he can't make adjustments, like the past 2 years, Scott Frost hasn't won many games, but people have recognized that he's a good play scripter. So the first 20 plays in usually every game are scripted. So you go through those, and then after that, you have your game plan. And usually the first 20 plays, Nebraska looks good because Scott Frost knows what to do and what to do against the defense. But when this defense comes out in a different thing, it seemed like he just kind of folded and nothing was working. And he didn't know what plays to run, I guess. It just didn't seem like it was a good coaching job this game at all.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like everyone can say the offense was lackluster, the defense didn't play to their level, special teams this, whatever. But we got outcoached. We got beat in the worst way to get beat in football, which is they were the better team. they were the bigger man.
Mhm.
Like, we got outcoached by a team with a new coach.
Yep.
I mean, it's embarrassing.
Yep. So was that your first bad thing too?
Yeah, just the fact that we got outcoached by a guy that was supposed to come in and turn the program around,
Yeah.
or outcoached with a guy, I guess.
My second bad thing is that since we were down so much, we couldn't really get the running backs going. Like I was excited for Gabe Irvin, the freshman. He looked good. I mean, but he only got to run the ball 12 times, and he didn't look that well. I mean, he ran the ball 12 times for 33 yards. He had some explosive plays. Um, Marquis Step only ran the ball 3 times. Xavier Betts didn't even play. Scott Frost said something like, "You need to be consistent at practice in order to play the game." So I don't know what's happening with Xavier Betts. I really want to see him out there. He's an explosive player, but I just really wanted to see the running backs going. And being down so much, I know that was kind of a struggle. But Gabe Irvin and the running backs didn't produce like I wanted it to.
Yeah. So this is one that I feel like a lot of people didn't notice, but I did personally, and that's special teams.
Yeah.
Our special teams were horrible. We got a safety on one of them. Should have called a fair catch another time. Didn't. Got smoked. Even when we were punting, we were missed. Like, I watched one punt, we missed 3 tackles right off. Could have smoked the guy. Missed 3 tackles. Our kickoffs weren't great, which didn't have very many. Kick returns weren't great either. Just, special teams, we're trying to separate the good from the great. So if we're going to be great, then that's one place we got to be.
So I had another bad thing, but I'm just going to move it into the really, really bad stuff. I got one really, really bad thing. It just makes me so mad. It's our special teams because Cam Taylor Britt is supposed to be this veteran. He's supposed to be this veteran on our team. He's returned punts before, and then the first one, what did he? He muffed it, right?
He tried to catch it on the half-yard line.
Yeah, he caught it on the half-yard line, runs backwards into the end zone, and then throws it out of the end zone. Like, I get it. We make mistakes, but he's supposed to be the veteran on the team, and he's returned punts before. Scott Frost, I think, said that Cam Taylor's still going to be the punt returner going forward. I think,
which I think he should.
Yeah,
I think he should.
He's talented. He's talented enough to do it. I think Xavier Betts, when he comes back, might take that spot because I don't want to see Cam Taylor get hurt on some stupid special teams because he's one of our best defenders, arguably the best. But another special teams is the punting. The punting was horrible. We were probably making 20 yards a punt. And then, so that obviously wasn't good. That's why Illinois was starting past their own 50-yard line every time. And then what infuriated me was the reigning Big Ten kicker of the year misses, what did he miss? 2 field goals?
2 PATs.
2 extra points. Like,
which like the last one he missed down 8, not 7, which clearly puts you. I mean, 1 point, but it puts you behind miles because now you're worried about what's going to be my extra point play, and even now he's a liability. Do we go for 2 if we're in that position? Even if we are down 1, do we go for 2?
I don't know what was wrong. I know he can drill those because I don't think he missed a single extra point last year. And he barely missed any field goals even. So it was so crazy to see him miss 2 field goals. It just didn't look like we were focused.
Yeah.
So do you have a really, really bad thing that you want to talk about that
besides? No, but this has nothing to do with the team itself.
Mm-hmm.
But what I don't like is, like this is, and I'm not making an excuse for the team, but I don't like playing in week 0. You know, it really does throw a schedule off when you play a week early because everything gets pushed a week back.
Yeah.
And that game week, you're not hitting, you're not doing it. It's like
Yeah.
plays. And so
Here's
the fact that, we play week 0, and then obviously I don't know, we got the attention on the TV that we could, or, I don't know why we're playing in week 0. It's
well, we were playing in week 0 because the game was originally supposed to be in Ireland.
in Ireland, yes,
Yeah.
but I don't like
But
it personally.
here's what I think. Yes, week 0 is different. It's weird, but Illinois also had to play in week 0.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm not making
And
an excuse for them.
they
We
looked
got
much
got
more
beat.
prepared.
We got
Here-
beat.
So here's my takeaways. My
You're
first one,
good. These are good.
well, just general takeaways.
Oh, we already did the good.
Yeah. So my takeaways are I'm not losing hope because we looked so bad and we only lost by 8. So I'm not losing excitement like Scott Frost said. He said, I hope the fans don't lose excitement. I'm not losing excitement just yet. We got 2 winnable games with Fordham and Buffalo coming up. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see Adrian Martinez, or my takeaway is Adrian Martinez needs to play like Adrian Martinez did in the second half. He needs to play loose. And then my third takeaway is our defense needs to be put in a better situation, and it will be a dang good defense.
Absolutely.
So those are my 3 takeaways. What do you got?
Yeah, just these games coming up, I feel like they need to be like get better games.
Mm-hmm.
Like can we go out there and run a score up on 50 on it? Sure. And hit, deep pass, or, but it needs to be focused on like the line needs to block well. The defense needs to be in position. The offense needs to run the plays correctly. It's not like, oh yeah, we ran the play wrong, but we scored. I don't care. It's like you need to run stuff correctly. You need to be down to the wire, because after these 2 games, you have arguably the best team in the country.
Yeah.
So, and if you don't want to get embarrassed, then you better pick it up here. And
I think Nebraska has the talent, maybe not to beat Oklahoma, but to make it more interesting than people think.
Yeah, to stay in a game at least.
Yeah.
At least a 2-score game.
I think we have the talent to do that. Obviously, we didn't show it on Saturday, but I'm putting Saturday behind us, and I think all the players and coaches should too. I think they should just put it behind them and focus on what's coming next, because they got to look better. So you got 2 more takeaways?
Yeah, just playing as a team, and not we can't have 11 stars on the field.
Yeah,
you gotta have 1 star and 10 team players.
For sure.
Like, and even like there's probably 150 guys on that team, and some of them, like, I don't know if this is even, because I'm not there, but I don't know if this is a problem, but I feel like, after watching it needs to be like a team as there's 22 really good guys and there's 110 really good teammates. Like it needs to be a group effort, because I know when Mike Riley was there, it wasn't. And that's what's got to turn around first. So.
And then your final takeaway?
Yeah, just when they do, because they're coming home, and when they play at home, we need to get that energy back. We need to play with fire.
It'll be the first time in a while that fans have been allowed. And
I don't know if you've seen this or not, but as of now, they're like the sellout streak is gonna get broke. As of right now. Yeah. If they don't sell tickets soon. And fast.
Yeah.
And it's Tuesday and they play, Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, tickets are going to get cheap though, and then everyone's going to buy them, I feel like.
Yeah, but I also don't want it to be because they talked about last year, like, yeah, we sell games out and it's still a dead stadium. Like, it needs to be a rowdy stadium. Like, if you want these guys to win, you got to put the energy in that you want them to put in.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm hoping for. Oh my gosh, if we lose this game, I'm done. Like Scott Frost is done, but I still have hope in Scott Frost. He just needs to put it all together, man. But that's going to do it for first impressions. It came out today that Nebraska is on Madden with some legends and stuff. So go play with Nebraska if you have Madden 22. But that's going to do it for today. Zach, you got anything?
nope, that's all for today.
All right. We will see you on Saturday with our college football lookout.
Possibly.
Possibly, I guess. All right. We'll see you.